Hey, Jack Cush from ACR 23 in San Diego. This morning at the plenary session, a surprising abstract. I go to the plenary session usually looking to see a few, and then the ones in between I'm really not interested in. I'm kind of half paying attention to, not taking any notes, and this one caught me by surprise, and I wasn't taking notes until about, it was about 20% into the presentation. It's abstract 2427, again a plenary presentation here at ACR, given by Alexandra Ida Celia and a bunch of other investigators who were working as part of the Accelerated Medicines Partnership, AMP, in RA and SLE. They had a presentation on degranulating PR3 myeloid cells characterizing proliferative lupus nephritis. So, you know, there's a lot wrong with lupus nephritis, meaning the things that we often measure really aren't all that predictive and helpful, like complement levels, like urinary protein. I mean, these are all markers of bad disease, but as serial assessments go, not quite so good. Predictive value go, not quite so good. Anyway, in this particular analysis, that includes a number of investigators, including Andrea Fava and Michelle Petrie from Hopkins. They did analyses, multiplex histology, using serial immunohistochemistry of lupus biopsies from 11 lupus patients. 5 of them had membranous disease, 6 of them had proliferative disease, and they were looking at a lot of different biomarkers. And when they did this, the immunohistochemistry, chemistry, they showed these pictures of lupus tissue where it lit up like a wild night sky or incredible Christmas tree, standing for PR3. PR3? Isn't that a lab test? Isn't that a characterization classification scheme for ANCA-associated vasculitis? I have seen reports of PR3 associations with lupus nephritis, suggesting it might be something there, something you might want to pay attention to. This analysis, I think, was incredibly important. Number one, PR3 is expressed by neutrophils and other myeloid cells, but the PR3 lighting up on histology was not with neutrophils, but in fact probably with the myeloid cells. It was from within the glomeruli, but also in the interstitium, but more in the glomeruli. PR3 can be found in the urine as a biomarker and correlated with damage and the degree of nephritis or loss of renal function. I think this is incredibly exciting and gets added to that same story that Fava and Petrie and others have talked about of urinary biomarkers being better predictors of lupus activity. Again, we talked about it before, IL-16, CD63, and now we're going to add PR3 detection in urine as a potential biomarker for lupus. The data was exciting and really quite interesting. I think you'll be hearing more about this in the future. Tune in for more great content from ACR 23.